Yo, what's good with everybody? It's your boy here, Kylie Muscle Man. And, I really don't like doing serious videos, preachy videos. I like having fun, entertaining, fitness, cooking, y'all know, gaming. But this is a serious topic, you know what I mean, that I experienced in my life. So it was just all night that I slept, man. It was just like God was telling me I had to do this video. And Sean Roden case, of course, brought this on. It's unfortunate, man, that he has to go through this, that the female has to go through this. I'll start from my childhood, man. I experienced it at 11, where a family member accused me of touching them inappropriately. I was 11, and so I was beat because of it. Kind of ostracized in the family, and it came out a few months later after I've been beat, tortured. I ran away from home, went to a group home that they lied. You know what I mean? That they made it up to get me in trouble. And so I experienced it, man, and that caused a split. At that point, I became an introvert, an antisocial. Sex to me was like, at that point, I didn't want to even think about sex until I was married. Like, I didn't care about it. All I cared about was sports, going pro in the NFL football. So I was a late bloomer because of it. I didn't start having sex until I was almost 18 because of this situation. And situations like that, man, that's a rape case is worse than murder. And I'll tell you why. Of course, murder, you could get life for a rape. But a rape case, that will follow you the rest of your life. Like, if you commit a murder, okay, you kill somebody, boom, it's sad, it's tragic, something happened bad. But you can, if you go to prison, get out, you can go about your way. You know what I mean? You don't have to register as a murderer. If you have a rape case, you have to register as a rapist all your life. So wherever you go, wherever you move, that community will know you're a rapist, a sexual offender. That is, bro, that's like worse than being a snitch. You know what I'm saying? That is the worst stigma to have on the individual. So that's why I feel for this guy, man, and because I've been there. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all don't know I was a pimp. I was a stripper around thousands upon thousands of women. And I never was the type to give advances. I never was the type to hit on bras because of my experience as a child. I never wanted to be accused of me not being able to contain my sexual urges. As I was a stripper and a pimp, because I did both at the same time, the reason I was good at both, well, not so good at pimping, but the reason I was good as a stripper because I didn't have no relations with none of the women, man. I kept it business. I always had an entourage with me, so I was accountable. Nobody could lie on me, I just protected myself, man, and because I went through that situation as a kid, I was woke to a lot of situations in life when it comes to sex situations like that. You know what I mean? When I was a pimp, never screwed none of the bras, always got their own hotel room. I had mine, and it just, man, I was just, a lot of people, a lot of women took it as me being cocky, arrogant, and I was to a certain extent because I was always buff, so you had to be a super bad broad that got at me for me to get involved with you. I never was the type to push myself on people, man, because I always felt I was godly. You know what I mean? I was always buff, cut, shredded. I always got compliments everywhere I went from women, men, everybody. So I always had a different esteem about myself, and not to mention what I went through as a child. So that was an additive effect to it. You know what I mean? So my advice to you guys and how to stay out of these situations, man, is that, if you just meeting a chick or something like that, man, you want to have your friends there. You want her friends there. you know, the only way you nowadays can really get sexually involved with somebody is dudes damn near you gotta have a contract like celebrities. You gotta have when the broad walk in and y'all say y'all go do it, you gotta sign. Both y'all gotta sign it. Stuff like that. I mean, you can use text messages. You know, if she DMing you pussy flicks and all, you know, nude shots or whatever, you can use that as evidence. But man, do not force yourself on nobody, bro. Like, you know, I'm just thinking about the Sean situation, and man, when they said that he forced himself and she had lacerations on her vagina, and his DNA was found, bro. That's serious business, my guys and my girls. This is serious. You know what I mean? If they brought down Bill Cosby for shit that happened 30 years ago, they had R. Kelly now. They was at Michael Jackson. All these people, man. Nobody had no DNA. You know what I mean? But this situation has DNA, bro. Like evidence. This is serious business, man. I feel for both individuals, man. You know, I met Sean. We hung out quite a few times at Gold's Venice and chopped it up for long amounts of time, man. Fitness expos, we talked a lot. You know, and I admired him when he first, before he became pro, because he was an alcoholic and he bounced back from it. And that was commendable to me because I could relate, because I was, you know, looked at as a bad guy for going to prison, bounced back. So, you know, and the gold, man, it's just bad, man. And, you know, God knows all, man. You know what I mean? If the chick tell the truth, blessings to her. You know, I never, you know, like my future kids, man, I have a daughter and all that. I'm going to be so protective, game them up, man. It just, you know, this sad situation, man. I hope none of y'all have to go through this. And, you know, young fellas out there, don't, you know, sex, man, my advice is wait till you marry. You know what I mean? There's too many diseases. They got this HPV jumping around. They got all these other diseases, unknown diseases popping up because of sex. So, quick story. I remember when I was in prison, I was about to get out. And so the lifer dudes, they, you know, the guys that's not getting out, they concoct all type of stories, and they read a lot of newspapers, come up with stories. So I never forget when I was about to get out of San Solano State Prison in 2001, an old dude came, bro, you buff youngster, you know, because I got out when I was 26. I went in at 19, got out when I was 26. So you're like, buff youngster, don't go out there, man, and screwing these nasty bros. You go get that AIDS and that HIV and all them other diseases, boy. My buddy, he was buff as you. He came back, he looked like Skeletor. And man, I was scared to death. When I got out, I asked every female, if y'all could, you could go ask every female. I don't remember most of their names. Well, I do. And I had all of them go to the doctor, get their paperwork. I wasn't playing with no diseases, bro. I wasn't gonna lose my muscles behind screwing no nasty bra. You know what I mean? So, yeah, my word of advice, man, is, guys, man, hey, take your time, man. Get your hustle on, get your career. And nowadays, with all this stuff going on, women act like men, you know, inappropriate and all that. I'll let the females get at me, bro. Like, when you buff, when you handle your business, you know, you can say hi, all that. But, hey, when you on top of your game, when you handling your business, when you jack, cut, swole, you ain't got to press up on no broad, bro. They go come at you. So take your time, man. Like I say, get your money right, get your hustle right. Don't be persuaded, which, you know, I understand, because once I got known as Kali Muscle, quote unquote, who I am now, I started doing fit expos, and, you know, bras was throwing themselves at me. And luckily at the time, which I always been a one-woman man, all I needed was one chick And because I was so, you could call it narcissist, self-centered, driven, that I didn't care about, no, bro, I'm an introvert, antisocial. I did a lot of whole time in San Quentin. That's when I was my happiest, when I was in solitary confinement. I never needed to be around people to be happy. So I never needed, to be around a lot of females. Even though I was a pimp, stripper, and all that, that was just for the money. You know what I mean? I never, when bras used to try to throw themselves at me at fitness expos and stuff, bro, I'm like, she trying to set me up. You know what I mean? And when I started doing the expos, I was married at the time as well. So I never wanted no scandals. I never been a pussy hound. That's the thing. If you're a pussy hound, bro, you go be in a world of trouble. I had my best friend was a millionaire, went down to $0 for cheating on his wife with with his secretary. You know what I'm saying? So, man, don't be a pussy hound, bro. Take your time. Nigga, if you get the urge, which I'm not what they call it, no fap. I've never been a jack-off artist like that, bro. I always felt that if you had to jack off a lot, you was a weak man. You had sexual urges you couldn't control. So all my time in prison, I wasn't jacking off. That's why I was probably dumb swole. But when I got out and had unprotected sex, I got everybody pregnant. And not laughing because it's not funny, because I was really supposed to have about 10 kids. But by all my girlfriends that I had at the time, I only had one handful of women in my life as far as girlfriends. You know what I mean? And married once. But because I wasn't out, you guys got to remember, I went to prison at 19, got out when I was 26, then I went back 4 times. I went back, and my last time in prison, I was like 30, 31, 32, something like that. So, my life, I was a late bloomer. So just sex was always just a tool for me to, especially now, to procreate and to make sure my woman happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm an extremist at everything. So when I'm love making, I'm putting it down, baby. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, man, y'all just stay safe, man. Hey, if you got to write up your contract, do that. If you're a pussy hound, hey, write you up a contract, bro. And when you get with these females, you got to let them know you're a pussy hound. Don't play with them, man. Say you're polygamous or something. You know what I mean? But females, don't put yourself in those positions, man. Especially this lady with Sean say she was married. She shouldn't even been at a hotel, bro. They know what was going. It was going down, and Sean did something she didn't like, and she, put that case on him, man. You know what I mean? I mean, that's all I can see. That dude, he ain't no, I met him, I know him, he don't seem like the forceful type, man. So, prayers out to both parties. God know all, man. Justice will be served, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate. And, I just had to do this video to let y'all know, I see a lot of square dudes that's doing it, never been to prison, never been to jail. If they have been, in this situation, they not saying. So I wanted to give y'all a real video of somebody that was accused as well and the experience I went through in life. And it's in my book, Ex-Con to Icon. Make sure y'all go get it, man. It's on Amazon. And I'll be selling them at the Fit Expo, man. That's why I wrote my autobiography, to tell my life. I'm like the only fitness personality that got an autobiography to let y'all know from my birth until, how old was my birth until about 40 years old. That's the timeline of my book. And that's why I did that, man. So with that, I love y'all, man. Keep pushing for success. Don't put yourself in an awkward position. Mind your business, bro. Get your money and your muscle. Stay on your hustle, babe. I love y'all. And let's keep it positive, man. Let's pray for a better world, man. I'm out of here.
What does it take to be extreme? Khalid Muscle takes his workouts to the extreme with Hyphy Mud and Hyphy Aminos. Hyphy Mud and Hyphy Aminos increases strength, energy, focus, endurance. endurance, builds lean muscle, and enhances recovery. Get the most out of your workouts. Be a part of Team Hyphy with Hyphy Mud and Hyphy Aminos.
Be a part of Team Hyphy. Order your Hyphy Mud and Hyphy Aminos today.